Ahoy, morning breathers, and welcome to our little show on Monday morning.
Monday
morning breath. I'm your host, Tim Elliott. Good morning. Welcome to the week. I don't know what day it is. The 21st, October 21st.
Yes, it is.
And you had to look
It's kind of all
on your
over the
paper
place, actually.
and on our new clock.
It's all over.
Our new old clock. It does say it. You got to kind of look through all that.
It is there.
Lots of numbers up there. We have Nikki G, producer Nikki G, in the house.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, Nick. And, of course, boss man Matt.
Ahoy.
Ahoy to one and all.
Ahoy to one and all. Ahoy to Jeff, and I think Paula was up there, Cindy, my mom.
Coming in fast.
They're already up. Yep, they check in early.
This is normally when I talk about a little bit about football. I rooted hard for Arkansas against LSU.
Yeah, I didn't watch
big
it.
Visions.
I didn't watch it, but it didn't turn out well.
I quit watching because
Right.
I saw the writing on the wall, and so that didn't end up well.
Yeah, well, LSU's good.
Well, they are, and Arkansas is. They're good too. Apparently, they're just not as good as I thought.
Right.
But they did have a good win the week prior. You know,
Yeah.
it's football.
Yeah,
That's the way you play the damn game.
That's football. I hate that quote. That's football.
Well, it's sometimes they go how you think they should go, and sometimes
they do not. But it's, as Paula says, the game of the week, man, Iowa State. I watched the last little bit of that. That's exciting football to watch.
They
They have a freaking quarterback.
yeah, made a couple mistakes, brushed it off, said we got to go win this game, and played pretty well in the second half.
Yeah, well, like I said, I didn't watch most of it, but
I couldn't watch it.
Apparently, two almost pick sixes, one pick six, and one that went to like the 1 yard line or something.
Yeah.
And they recovered and they won.
That's a
Go
good ball club.
Clones.
That's a good ball club.
Go Clones.
So they've stayed in the top 10. They dropped one spot.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, when you get up to that level, you can't have those close games.
You know, sometimes you have a season like that and you just have some good lucky wins.
Well,
I don't know
remember,
if it's lucky, but they came back and won.
they came back and played well enough to win. And I remember a year Iowa went 12-0.
Yep.
They had a couple games like that where they had to come back and win.
They had a couple games. I've longed for those days.
Yeah, well, those days appear to be far away. We're not playing consistent at all, Iowa, that is. And until we do, we're not going to get good results.
Yeah. We don't have to talk about it, do we?
I'd just soon not.
Yeah. Well, I'm asked if I'm still on the fence with Kirk. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, well, we're not going to talk about it. So we'll talk about Texas. I actually bet money on Texas to win that game.
You lost money.
I did lose money, but when a team turns the ball over 4 times, things aren't going to end up well for you.
Yeah. So I didn't watch that game either. I was busy, but did
I didn't watch it.
I wonder if they switched quarterbacks. So at one point in time, so they got Quinn Ewers, who's like the number one quarterback,
Sure.
and they have a good quarterback in reserve. This Arch Manning, he's good.
Guy, he's got some pedigree.
He's got some pedigree, but they were talking about Ewers wasn't getting it done, so they were going to switch quarterbacks. Number one quarterback in the country, and they were just going to put him on the bench. Mm-hmm. Imagine that.
Yeah. Well, you got to win.
You got to win.
Sometimes
Exactly.
Sometimes you take your number one guy out,
Sometimes the backup quarterback can get her done.
and that's a fact. Except we'll never know that.
We
in
won't.
Iowa City.
We won't know that. So
That's just the way he is. So I lost money on that, but that's the way it goes.
yeah, I didn't know you were a big bettor.
I'm not. I just felt pretty comfortable that, Georgia lost to Alabama. I didn't think Alabama was that good.
No.
Texas is playing well.
Well, I would if I were to bet, I would have bet on Texas also.
They were at home and favored by 3.5 points.
Yeah.
I liked my odds there. I was wrong.
You were wrong, Jeff.
I can say that. Is that okay, Nick? To be wrong? I was wrong.
Jeff says he thinks they switched to Manning and they switched back to Ewers.
Oh.
But they made the switch. They tried.
At least they tried. All right. No, I not. I wasn't able to watch hardly any football on Saturday. I was just tied up most of the day with
so was
other
I.
stuff.
I didn't. I watched one game and then I watched the end of the Iowa State game.
You were busy eating the top 5.
Yeah, so what I did. I had a tenderloin from Market on the Tap in Monticello, one of the top 5 tenderloins in the state. It's a pretty good tenderloin, gotta say.
Did you bring any home?
I did not.
Okay.
There was a bunch of us, and we all pretty much just took care of them.
I see. Well,
so not much left.
That's good.
Not much left.
You had a good one when you don't have any left.
It was a darn good tenderloin.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Yankees and Dodgers are in the World Series.
That's what I hear. That's got me peaked. I think maybe I'd try and watch some of that.
Yeah, well, you can't get bigger markets than Yankees and Dodgers, and
that's true.
Those are the teams from my childhood. I was still a Kansas City Royals fan, but Yankees and Dodgers were what it's all about.
Yeah. Well, you're a bigger baseball fan than me.
Well,
I mean, some guys. Aaron Judge, I heard of him, and
that's
Shohei
Ohtani. Yeah, so I've heard of those guys.
Those two guys are about all I know.
Yeah, exactly. So we've talked about this before. I used to love used to love baseball when I was a kid. Knew all the players on the Royals and most of the teams, and then they started switching. Some teams were American and some were national, and then they started switching that up. And I don't know. I lost.
Couldn't keep track.
No, couldn't keep track. But I used to listen with my grandpa. He loved the Royals. He'd take an old transistor radio and set it on the picket fence, and we'd sit in lawn chairs and feet up on the picket fence and listen to the Royals games.
Yeah, there we go.
He'd drink his Mogan David 2020 or whatever the hell he was drinking.
Mad Dog 2020.
And I think they took Mogan David wine and mixed it with a little 7-Up.
There we
made
go.
Their own homemade
spritzer.
Their own homemade brew. I did not drink any of that because I was 8.
Yeah.
But whatever. But yeah, so great memories. But no, I haven't watched baseball seriously in a long time.
Well, I don't know when it starts. Is it like
Friday?
Okay.
I did look it up. I wouldn't have known that, but
geez, they're not going to get done anywhere near at the end of October, are they? They'll be into November,
unless it's a 4-game sweep.
Well, that's true. That's true. They do 2-3-2. How do they do that?
No idea.
All right. That's not a defense, by the way. It's not a basketball defense.
It would not work out very well
because that's 7 people on the floor, and you can only have 5.
Right. So yeah, Yankees and Dodgers, and the New York Liberty beat the Minnesota Lynx last night for the WNBA finals.
Their first championship, WNBA championship. Congratulations. They're a pretty good ball club.
Yeah.
And but the Lynx did well.
I think it went to overtime, didn't it? I watched exactly 0 minutes of it.
I didn't see any of it yesterday either.
I think.
Well, I could look on my phone.
It's all right. I think I heard it went to overtime in the Minnesota.
It was in the 60s, like 67, 62.
Yeah, and the Minnesota coach was whining about the refs, which probably, based on what we saw, she probably had a good point. But
no question.
But yeah,
those refs are just second tier. They're just not very good. They're not consistent. I don't know. They need to clean that up.
Yeah.
They meaning the WNBA.
Yes. Well, Angel Reese says she can't even eat a sandwich with her WNBA paycheck, so I can't imagine the refs are
Well, the poor
overpaid.
thing, she can't afford it.
I know. She's paying $8,000 a month for rent, so that doesn't leave a lot for sandwich money.
It does not. Does not. She probably can move somewhere else. She does not have to stay in Chicago.
Well,
or I'm sure there's other places
I'm sure
she
there's
can stay.
more reasonably priced apartments in Chicago.
Yeah.
But she's the Bayou Barbie, so you have a lifestyle to maintain.
She's what'd you say?
The Bayou Barbie.
That's what they call her?
She calls herself
She
that.
does?
Yes.
I have not seen that.
The Bayou Barbie.
I'll be damned. I did not know that.
I think that came from her college days at LSU.
I don't. I apparently haven't ever read nor heard that.
The Bayou Barbie. There you go. I learned you something today.
She came from the Bayou.
Actually, I don't know where she's from. LSU. Is she from there?
I think so.
All right.
She's the Bayou Barbie.
She's the Bayou Barbie.
She's got long fake eyelashes.
And an $8,000 a month apartment.
Mm-hmm. She should be happy.
She can't afford a sandwich, so.
I don't know what the poor girl's doing.
I don't know
is she looking for smorgasbords somewhere?
Buffet.
Buffet. What else happened over the weekend that we should be talking about? Let's see. I've been kind of disconnected. Haven't looked it up. I know the Washington boys football did not. It had another buzzsaw in front of them.
They did. I went to that game for a little bit. I didn't stay the whole game, but they were down pretty big in the first half. They did make a comeback.
Did they?
It was like 42-21 or something like that. So I mean, the game was never in jeopardy.
Yeah.
But Mount Vernon's good. Mm-hmm. And then Fairfield traveled to Solon, also a very good team.
Oh, crud.
And also had not a great result. And Mount Pleasant traveled to Fort Madison, and they won, I think, from what I could gather, they won pretty much last second, but they beat Fort Madison.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it was a tight game, and they kind of pulled it out at the end, I gather.
I'm not certain that Fort Madison's won yet. Maybe they have. I don't think
they have. I don't think Fort Madison's very good, but it doesn't matter. They won. W's a W. Actually, let me look that up so I don't
What else?
Talk out of turn.
What else did I see? And I tell you who is still surprising me is Indiana in the football. Now they are now ranked 13th. They just spanked Nebraska.
Yeah, that was awesome. I wish I could have watched that game. 56-7.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know where they came from, but they're 7. They're undefeated.
They are, and they're just rolling through everybody. Now they haven't had the toughest of schedules, but who cares? You're rolling up. I think their average margin of victory is like 40 points or something. They're just cruising. Mount Pleasant won 16-14 over Fort Madison.
Well, that's a good close game. Missouri is another game I was watching, and they barely squeaked out. They had to make a final drive to come back and win that one. Kind of Missouri fan from time to time, and Illinois played well enough to win. Did you see the helmets that they had
for Illinois?
Yeah,
I saw pictures of it.
They had some kind of throwback thing.
Yeah, it was 100 years and something to do with Red Grange and.
Yeah.
Oh, Paula says Angel's from Maryland, which actually, now that you say that, I do remember that. She went to Maryland for college and transferred to LSU. And then she changed her name to the Bayou Barbie. And yeah, she's from, that's right, well, Paula. Thank you.
Wherever you're from, just be there. You know, embrace it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Illinois uniforms, I did. And it took a minute to kind of digest them, but they look like the kind of faux leather look.
They had that leather look that one guy, it took him one person an hour to paint those.
Each helmet?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was an hour or 2 hours.
Maybe it was 2 hours.
I think it was 2.
So he had 100 helmets to do. It didn't start like 2 years ago.
Exactly. Jeff says those helmets look cool. I don't know. They were okay. Like I said, I just saw pictures of them. It took me a minute to kind of digest them.
I like the helmets better than the whole uniform. I just don't like Illinois colors.
Right. There's not much you can do with orange.
Yeah. But the helmets were pretty cool. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea, Jimmy. We should start
take up a collection.
What do you call that?
GoFundMe.
There we go. A GoFundMe for Angel. For Bayou Barbie.
For the Bayou Barbie.
I'm not going to call her Angel any longer.
The Bayou Barbie. Poor girl.
No more. All right. So that's volleyball starts. I know this isn't a sports show, but this is the first thing I go to.
Yeah.
When I start thinking about things. I think the playoff starts pretty soon.
Yeah, I don't have details on that, but yes, I agree with you. And I think cross-country districts are soon also.
Could you excuse me. This is great weather for cross-country.
It is.
There's a lot of parents and runners and athletes that are going, oh, stay warm one more week.
Yes.
And I think it is. I think it's
so
going to be nice this weekend.
Des Moines Marathon was yesterday.
I did not know there was one.
Yep, I ran that one. That was my best marathon time, was Des Moines Marathon, a long time ago.
You went the 26.2 miles?
I've done it 3 times.
Jeez.
Yes. Did Des Moines, Chicago, which was the week before. Speaking of which, so marathon, I know 26.2 miles. Chicago Marathon, not this weekend, but last weekend. The woman that won, and of course Chicago Marathon, they're bringing runners in from all over the world. Sure. So the best runners in the world are in Chicago. The woman's record, and if somebody knows this better than I do, please correct me, but I think she finished in 2 hours and 9 minutes. That's 4 minutes and 53 seconds a mile for 26 miles.
4:53.
For 26 miles.
Mm-hmm.
My legs would be hurting.
I don't like to drive that far.
No. 26 miles, 4 minutes and 53 seconds. I can't get to my car from here in 4 minutes and 53 seconds. And it's right out front.
Yeah, it's close.
It's pretty close.
That reminds me of this Bannister that broke the mile.
The 4 minute mile.
Yeah, he was the first one to do that in whatever year that was. I just read it not too long ago and I can't remember, but it was a big deal because scientists of the time said can't be done. It's physically impossible for the body to do this.
Yeah, well,
you cannot go that fast.
He was wrong.
And he decided that he could do it and figured out a way, and it had to be consistent. All he had to do was run this fast each time around a track. Right. And same with, I suppose that the same holds true with marathons.
Yeah, well,
but the men are running sub.
Well, and again, I might be wrong. I think the record for men is like 2:02, 2 hours and 2 minutes, which I don't know, 4:30 or something like that a mile. I don't know that for sure, but somewhere in that neighborhood. But
that's.
Jesus.
When you think we used to run a mile that fast, and that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Now you're running 26 of them?
26 consecutive miles at that pace.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That's incredible.
It is incredible. So Elaine says cross country is Wednesday at Pella, the districts.
Oh. Very good. Welcome back, Elaine.
For Washington, I assume I don't know if Mount Pleasant, Fairfield goes someplace different. I think all the districts are on the same day, but Washington would be in Pella.
I want to see pictures of that, boss man.
Yeah, of me running. There are pictures. There is video, or there's photographic proof of that.
I think I remember you winning the first Kiwash thing.
Not the first. I think it was the second.
Well, one of the top sons.
That was a half marathon. That summer, I was doing good, man. I won 2 pair of free shoes. I was rocking. I won a 5K in Mount Pleasant.
Did you let the IRS know that you won those shoes?
No.
Oh. We're going to keep that on the down.
They were under the threshold of income. So,
all right. 7:32. We better take a break, huh, Nick?
Let's go for it.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Ahoy, morning breathers. Welcome back to Monday's edition of the Morning Breath.
I'm looking at pictures. Now Jimmy's got me going on pictures.
Mm-hmm. You know what I saw that TikTok is I took my glasses off, so I can't see.
It's all right.
I took that TikTok. If you're on for like 3 minutes, you're just already addicted.
Oh, TikTok. Have you ever not been on TikTok?
I've not.
Oh, well, so I'm very careful about TikTok when I have time. So I know that when I get on TikTok, it's at least 30 minutes. So I don't start it unless I have 30 minutes that I can dedicate to it, at least 30 minutes. But but you can get on there and look up and it's an hour later. TikTok is addictive.
Yeah, I'm just not doing it yet.
But I don't.
Maybe someday.
But I don't. I make sure I got time. I don't just casually go on to TikTok.
Because you're not bouncing in and out.
I'm not bouncing in and
Not
out.
gonna happen.
Nope. It's like, all right, I got time. I'm going to get on TikTok.
Well, now appears to be the time that I better say that
Right.
the Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Thanks, Casey, and all the gang over at KCTC. And then the Morning Breath crew. We are sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
Willie.
Thanks, Willie. And all
Elaine
of our
says-
Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee
And all
Fast
of them,
Freshes.
yes. Elaine says Fairfield and Mount Pleasant are also at Pella. So for cross country.
We got a couple students that are pretty good, both on the girls and the boys.
Oh yeah,
side, I
yeah.
think,
The boys,
cross country.
the boys just won conference, and the girls I think were second maybe, and
run.
yeah.
You had a list, which is when you went and had this top 5 tenderloin over the weekend. Did they have a decent fry? Would they have made this list?
Well,
because we have a list in front of us. That's for 2024.
So the list we have is for best fast food chains. But
Okay.
these were pretty. We had some fries and they were pretty good. Now the thing is that we ordered out, and so we picked it up and brought it back out. And where we were at my wife's parents' house is on the farm, so it's about 6 miles out. The point is that it's never as good as right when you're sitting there in the
That's
restaurant,
true.
right? So, but they were good fries. It's never quite the same. The tenderloins were still really good, but the
Well, the fries. It's fries.
yeah.
I like fries, but I only like 3 or 4. Then I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't know what there is. I just not a big fry guy.
Okay.
Used
now
to be.
Now we know that about
Now
you.
you know that.
Yeah. Did not. I wouldn't have. I don't know.
I like them. I just don't love them.
Just don't love them.
So you have a list.
Well, this was in the New York Post, and
And so this is according to New York critics, I assume.
critics. It's something to do with the New York Post. So I don't know if it's New York Post people. I don't know what it is. But anyway, best fast food French fries for 2024. And should we start at the bottom?
Yeah, I think so, because that's
So the Arby's crinkle cut fries is number 13, and if you've ever had that, they're pretty darn good fries.
I'm a big Arby's guy.
Yeah,
Never had their fries.
their crinkle cut fries,
Okay.
pretty good.
All right.
They actually make another appearance on the list later on.
Only one to do that.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Number 12 is In-N-Out. I've never eaten at In-N-Out. No idea.
It's apparently you get in, you order, and you get out.
Get out.
I think that's the whole concept behind this restaurant.
It's a pretty self-explanatory
I've
concept.
not eaten there either. I've not eaten there either.
Wingstop. I know there's some of those in Iowa. I've never had those.
Pretty good.
Are they good?
Yeah, there's like a salt sugar type of seasoning on them though.
That's how they get you, is with the sugar.
Right. So like we just kind of order it without the seasoning. Just get them plain.
Okay.
So
yeah.
good.
Where's Wings? What is a Wingstop?
Yeah, I
Stop.
think,
There's one in Corville.
yeah. It's mostly
There's
wings,
just
right?
Wings, and they have some sandwiches now and stuff like that. But they got some pretty good wings.
Okay.
Well, the fries are number 11. Number 10, the Sonic Groovy Fries.
Groovy, baby.
So I have eaten at Sonic. I don't remember the Groovy Fries. 9 is Five Guys. Which, have you ever eaten at Five Guys?
I haven't.
There's
expensive.
That's it. So I've eaten there once, and there's one on the Corville Strip, and so I stopped in because everybody was talking about Five Guys. It was a very sloppy burger. It was good, but it was sloppy, and Jesus, it's expensive. I mean, the hamburger, I don't even remember what they were, but it's like a $15 hamburger or something
Really?
crazy. Now that might not be quite right, but it was expensive.
I think Dad and I went there. It was like $40 for the two of us.
Right, for hamburger and fries.
Yeah. Well, we just shared the fries. We got a large fry, and you get like 4
See, you're not like
huge
me.
servings.
Yeah. Number 8 is Culver's.
I like them.
Yeah, they're okay. Shake Shack 7. Taco Bell nacho fries. Does that count? I don't know. They're number 6.
It's fast food.
It is fast food. Chick-fil-A, number 5. Burger King, 4. Second appearance of Arby's. The Arby's curly fries are number 3. They're also very good.
I haven't had the fries at
They're
Arby's.
good. And I think you can actually get fries at Arby's. You can get them mixed. Crinkle and the curly fries.
Get out of here.
I think so. I might be wrong,
That
but I
might be
think
one
so.
of those tricks that you have to know the code. The secret
Maybe
code.
you have to push the secret button on the app to get that.
I'm gonna go test that next time.
Yeah. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Forgive me. Number 2, Wendy's.
I'm going to go there, and if they don't do it, I'm going to say, well, my boss man said we
Morning
could.
Breath said I could do this.
So fix it.
So number 2 is Wendy's, and the number 1 fry, McDonald's.
Only if they're fresh.
Only if they're fresh.
They're pretty
I'd
good.
say that's the case with all of these. When you get a cold, soggy fry,
They're
even
not
if
good.
yeah, forget it.
They had fresh fries last night at McDonald's. It took like, they gave me my drinks, and then like I sat there for like 6-7 minutes. They didn't say anything, and pretty soon they're like, "Here you go. We gotta wait on the fries."
Yep.
Maybe if you're just worried about my food, but who knows?
There you go. There you go. Well, out of all of this, I'm going with the Arby's crinkle cut.
Arby's crinkle cut. Next time I go to Arby's, I'm gonna order some,
The Arby's
and
crinkle.
I'll probably throw away most of them because
It's a damn good fry.
I like 2.
I like to.
I do like the waffle fries though from Chick-fil-A.
Crinkle
Okay.
cut is the
All
best of Arby's. Crinkle cut or curly.
They're both good.
Okay.
You could get them frozen out of Walmart.
Arby's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want somebody else to make them in the oil. It's got to be the
You're missing
seasoned
the
oil.
point of this.
Yeah, the seasoned oil.
Yeah, we
You
don't
gotta have
like
the whole
going out. Okay, well that was interesting. I'm glad to know. Now we can pair that up with a good tenderloin.
There you go. If you go one place
And
and go to Monticello to get your tenderloin.
Stop at one
Stop
of
it.
these 13 to get your fries.
Right.
All right. We better go so we can get set for the day. We'll be right back.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Family-friendly Halloween treat, visit the Midwest Haunted Rail. Unlimited rides on the Ghost Train, trolley, and carousel, blow-ups, and carnival rides, all for one low price. Kids 4 and under free. Scare up some fun at Midwest Haunted Rails, McMillan Park, Mount Pleasant.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
Welcome back to Monday morning edition of Morning Breath.
Monday morning edition, morning breath. Say that several times.
I was going to say ahoy in there, and I just blew that off completely.
Ahoy. Ahoy to all.
So I think we've got everything talked about we need to, except we need to get set for the day.
Set for the day, time 7:45 a.m. It is the 21st day of October, as previously alluded to. Temperature right now in Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, and Washington is 49 degrees. Mainly sunny early today with a few clouds this afternoon, a high of 82. So we're still hanging on.
82.
82.
Let that slowly run across your brain, Nick.
82 on the 21st of October.
That's the important part.
I know.
It's not so bad. It's not so weird to be 82 degrees.
No.
But probably it is at October 21st.
It probably is. I think it's supposed to be 60 later in the week. High of 82, a low of 54. Things to do in the Fairfield area. Who you want to call? Your children, friends, and family to see the Ghostbusters car. I saw a picture. Might be the real Ghostbusters car.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's in Bonaparte on Wednesday from 3:30 to 7.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's the actual or somebody just made one up to be like it, but Ghostbusters car, and you can get your picture taken with it and the whole thing. No word on whether you can actually take it out for a spin.
Well, you should be able to go bust some ghosts.
You should be able to go bust some ghosts. Mount Pleasant area, tomorrow's a middle school vocal concert at Wesleyan Chapel. And Washington takes on Fairfield in varsity esports match today at 4 p.m.
Esports. This is the opening season of that?
I don't know, but
I heard about it.
It's a big thing.
It's a thing.
Now, I put that on there, and as I put it on there, it's like, okay, we don't give a lot of love to the esports, so let's talk about esports. They play at 4 o'clock. I don't know if you can go watch it. I don't know how that works.
Cheerleaders?
I don't know. I know they play Fairfield, but I also don't know. Is Fairfield just stay in Fairfield and Washington stays in Washington and they play
Kind of
online?
wonder about that.
I mean,
is there a pregame meal?
I don't know.
Is there a pregame system they go through?
They work out their hands, or
do they stretch?
You probably stretch.
There has to be some warm up.
Hey, thumb injuries would be awful in esports.
It would be devastating. It could be career ending.
On this day in
Who's
1960,
the coach?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know how you watch it.
We need to find this out.
But I want to bring some attention to the esports team.
I love it. Maybe we can get Kalen on it.
Okay, there you go. I think we've had stories on it, but
I've read the stories, but I don't know about the actual competition.
The logistics, how it actually happens,
this functions.
how it goes down.
We need to know.
On this day in 1960, John F. Kennedy and Richard Nixon debated for the fourth and final time before the 1960 U.S. presidential election.
Oh, we do have an election coming up.
Something about that. I heard something. I don't know. So, I was gone. I've been saying we were in Monticello this weekend, so we were gone. And when I got home, I noticed right away that somebody had broken in. And
well, you should notice.
I know, I did. Right away. I noticed that they broke in and they stole my limbo stick.
Why did you leave that out?
Well, all I can think is, how low can you go?
That is low.
That's low.
Take a guy's limbo stick.
Everybody limbo now.
We're all in limbo.
We're all in limbo. We've been in limbo this whole show.
Yeah, but we made it through.
But we're at
we
the
made
end,
it through.
and we went long.
Hey, see? All is well. Hey, thank you all for joining. We will be back tomorrow, maybe with a surprise, maybe not. I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow. But we're looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Until then, have a great day.